What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, OG is back, man. You guys already know what time it is with me. I don't talk about it, I stay about it. Well, anyways, I said I was gonna touch on vitamin D deficiency, and I will, okay? But first and foremost, I got to give a shout out to all my channel members, my subscribers, my followers, and the people that's been interacting, man. I appreciate every last one of you guys, and an extra shout out to my channel members, man. I really appreciate you guys signing up to my channel. I appreciate it. Just I'm gonna keep it as that. Later on in the lives, more than likely you guys will become my moderators. But first and foremost, if you want to get started in your fitness journey, you gotta make sure you email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com, or you could shoot me a DM on my Instagram. I have an Instagram, high power fitness, high_power_fitness_. And when you shoot me that DM, you're gonna have to leave your phone number, because I will not engage in texting back and forth texting. It just ain't happening. Well, anyways, people, one other thing I need to clear up, because I had mentioned about this individual that seems like he has a lot of animosity towards Wes Watson, and I thought he had millions of followers, and I happened to just take a look at his page. I guess he doesn't. Maybe that's why he hates on Wes Watson. I have no idea. I'm just speculating, people. He doesn't have millions. I think he has like 160,000 subscribers. Maybe he's mad because he's still working at a gym. I have no idea. I really don't know much about this guy, so I shouldn't even make that comment. Well, anyways, I'm going to touch a little bit on Dubs, because Dubs put out a video earlier too as well, referring to the CDC and all the killings that have been going on right there. So I'm going to give my perspective on this and why administration does what they do. I'm going to give you my perspective from my point of view of being an ex-convict, but sitting out here as a civilian now. I see things just a little bit differently than Mr. Dubs. I'm not saying that his perspective is incorrect, because that man usually hits the nail on the head. He's usually pretty good and very accurate on everything he speaks on, because he's not talking out of the side of his neck. I respect that individual 100%. But anyways, people, vitamin D deficiency, people. Okay, so vitamin D deficiency. Here's some symptoms that you guys probably didn't know that are related to vitamin D deficiency. The most common signs that you're deficient include lower back pain, depression, high blood pressure, inflammation, and autoimmune diseases. Okay, blood tests will only show you the inactive form of vitamin D and doesn't tell you about the cellular level. Be aware for some of the surprising signs of vitamin D deficiency, such as head sweating. This is typically seen in infants, but can also be seen in teens and adults, people. Nighttime sweating excessively in a cool room. That's a sign as well. You may also wake up to a moist pillow, which will indicate that you were sweating at night when you were asleep. Mood swings. Yes, mood swings. Vitamin D deficiency does play a role on your mood swings. Vitamin D controls mood regulation. Procrastination. Slow thinking, decisions on things that you have to do in life. All this stuff stems from being deficient in vitamin D. Panic attacks. Low vitamin D levels can also cause panic attacks. So try taking high doses of vitamin D3. Okay, achiness in the pelvis, lower back, hips, and upper legs, loss of muscle strength. If you have low vitamin D, you won't have enough calcium in the muscles. Calcium allows the muscles to contract and is also involved in muscle reproduction. Okay, stiffness can occur in the knees and fingers. This is related to inflammation, weakened cartilage, and weakened collagen. Chronic fatigue. Vitamin D supports your mitochondria, the energy factories of the cell. That's what produces the energy in your body. It's inside of your cells. That's your mitochondria, people. That's why I titled it as the energy factory, because that's where you get your source of energy from, mitochondria, people. Okay, without vitamin D, you can't make energy, people. Slowed thinking, Your thinking is diminished, cognitive function, feeling satisfied after you get done eating. You tend, actually, you won't feel satisfied. You tend to overeat. Sometimes it could be with the food, because sometimes people have stuff in the food that make you crave more. It's kind of like a drug, like dopamines. You know what I mean? It creates dopamines in your body and it creates cravings and makes you want more. So if you're deficient on vitamin D, I would consider taking 10,000 IUs to 20,000 IUs of vitamin D per day, along with cofactors, magnesium, vitamin K2, zinc, and vitamin B6. Now, there's been a myth about having too much vitamin D3 in your body that can be harmful. It would be really very large amounts, people. I mean, you would have to do like probably maybe 100,000 plus IUs a day for months before you would encounter some type of problem. So that theory has been proven to be a myth, you know. So, but if you want to follow through, always check with your primary doctor. You know what I mean? First and foremost, I'm not here to tell you to change your nutritional diets, the ways of living. Always check with your physician first, because I am not a doctor. Okay? I am just a person that is sharing knowledge that I've obtained throughout my years. But anyways, if you guys want to get started on your fitness journey and you're ready to take it to that next level, because it's obvious this OG right here knows what he's talking about, shoot me that DM, high power fitness, high_power_fitness_, and make sure you leave me your phone number. We'll jump on that phone call, get you going. We'll go over your goals, and I will build you that bulletproof, structured workout plan and nutrition plan designed and tailored to your lifestyle. And we will make adjustments as we go, because sometimes people tend to take vacations, and that's when I revise their program for them. And I don't charge them extra. I know for a fact any other coach will charge you extra because of the revision of their program. Once given, it's set in stone. With me, no, I make adjustments to my all of my team members or new sign-ons that thought that they could perform a certain workout, and then I just substitute with other workouts to make it. I accommodate every last one of my my sign-ons. Let's just say I don't hold your hand, but I show you the right way how to get through this journey on getting your results. So anyways, I really don't want this video to go on too long, but I'm going to elaborate a little bit just on what Dubs was saying. Okay, administration, the CDC, and all this shit that's been going on behind them yards, all these new killings and all that. People are trying to point fingers and blaming it on the, like I said, I don't like to use those titles. Mr. Dubs addresses them in a certain title. I won't relate to that title as well, you know what I mean? 'Cause that's just my choice, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, because it's nothing but respect. And them gentlemen right there deserve 100% of your respect. Okay? Well, anyways, by the individuals being out there on the main line, people are trying to point fingers and saying they're the reason why there are all these killings going on. You guys are absolutely incorrect. I'm going to take you back to a point in time when I was doing time, and I said it in one of my other videos, when I was in Chino State Prison. That was actually headquarters for, if you know, you know. There was nothing happening over there. That place was, everyone was on their P's and Q's. Why? Because they were there. Okay, and one other thing. Just because they're out and about, it actually will make people be on their best behavior, on their best P's and Q's. Why? Because you don't want to be on anyone's target, anyone's radar. I should just put it that way. Okay, so I understand the rehabilitation part is absolutely a must in going through the CDC. You know, it's giving people a second opportunity at life. Now, CDC, this is just my perspective, people, from the experience that I've went through, especially like going through the county jail. A lot of times, administration, CDC, does shit for a reason. Me personally, they open up the floodgates and open up these yards where they gave you an obligation. Either you want to get right and do right, or you stay slammed down forever. Me personally, I believe it's a setup for failure, because you will get people that have been slammed down for many years and come across certain individuals that were in a hat, and actions are going to be taken. Now, but at the end of the day, are you going to turn a blind eye if that's going to jeopardize you from being a free man in this world again? I could say 99% of the people will more than likely look the other way. And the ones that claim that they would say, fuck that, I ain't doing time with them cats over there, there's something wrong with them. Not 100%. Because I've ran into individuals when I was doing time as a youngster, and they weren't looking forward to getting out, because all they knew was behind them walls. They were scared. I know my first time getting out, I was nervous, and I wasn't even a lifer. So I could imagine what these individuals that have been slammed down for 30 years, they really have nothing out here in this world. They do, but they don't. You know what I mean? They'll come out and wouldn't even know what a phone is. You know, they're gonna be looking for pay phones and shit. You know, it's a big change. But anyways, back to the topic of the CDC, the administration. Me personally, they're playing chess. It's job security for them. This is their way of showing to the public in the higher courts that the system is failing by releasing the floodgates. This is their way of slamming everybody down again. This is just my perspective, people. I'm giving you my perspective from a civilian's point of view that was an ex-convict. Okay, because I've seen it done many times. And I'll take it back down to the county jail. The sheriffs used to set us up. We were, they would put us in predicaments where they knew shit was going to jump off, because they wanted to have the green light to do what necessary to be done to us. Especially when they were being under watch by the feds, because they did start installing cameras and all that. So this was a way of them manipulating the system. Because before the feds were involved in watching that LA County jail, like I said in the past, we were at war with them as well. They were the biggest gang in there, straight up. You know what I mean? And then they had the equipment to back it up. You know, flashlight therapy, man. You guys walk down that hall right there where John Wayne was. Don't you dare lean up against that shit. Guarantee you're gonna get flashlight therapy. That was an excuse for them to let off on you. You know, so anyways, I'm gonna give you another example here, people, and why I think it's the CDC, the administration, is playing chess. This is their way of slamming everybody down again. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. This is a fictitious example. Someone that signs up for my team. He came in from being out of shape, disoriented, never had a structured workout plan, never had a dialed in nutrition, and now he's on his A game. He's in his second month in. He's getting results. He's showing results. He's dialed in nutrition day in, day out. And his wife is starting to notice the attention that he's getting. She low-key, she doesn't like it. Instead of hopping on the wagon with him and joining him to become fit, she's starting to show a little discomfort. because the attention that this individual's starting to gain now. So she knows he's dialed in, that he's following a strict nutritional number plan that I put together for him. But yet it comes to her birthday. And she knows damn well this fool, his weakness was sweets. So of all places, where does she want to go and have her birthday meal at? The Golden Corral. If you guys ain't familiar with the Golden Corral, that's a setup for anybody that suffers with obesity. When I go there, I will keep it real and 100% with you. They have so much junk food there. I'm like a kid in fucking paradise. You know, but for me, I'm disciplined. And I have that willpower because I've been doing this for a minute. I'm dialed in. I'm on top of my A game. Am I entitled to that cheat meal? If I wanted to, I can, but I don't. The first thing I do when I go to that place, I eat me a salad. Big ass salad with all kinds of good stuff on there. Then I load up on the steak. So by the time when it comes to having me a snack, I'm pretty much full. You know, because, but to set someone up, this is where I go rambling off a little bit, and that's what OG does, man. I ramble off a lot. So the wife takes him to Golden Corral because that's where she wants to eat. That's a straight fucking setup. She's playing chess. She doesn't like all the attention that her husband is getting now. She wants to bring him back down to the world that she lives in. She knows damn well that this guy's been giving it all he's got, and that his weakness is junk food and sweets, smorgasbords. There ain't no difference from what I see what the administration is doing. This is a setup for people that have been slammed down for many years and that are going to be housed with POSs. And like I've said in the past, everyone that's on an SNY yard isn't a POS. If you want to look at it a Mashika way, the warrior way, anybody that goes over that line is no good. There's no coming back from that. That's the way I was taught when I brought up. But low key, if you really get into depth with it, detail about it, if he ain't got them funny jackets on him, where it's involving children, women, stuff like that, that doesn't make him a POS. Now, if he went out backwards, debriefed, yeah, he's labeled as really no good. But then you got them individuals over there as well that's never lived that gangster life in their life. And when they walked off the bus, the correctional officer told them, if you feel that your life is threatened in any way, go to your left and ring the bell. If not, go to the right. And you got to keep in mind, coming from LA County Jail during the time when I was doing time through there, anyone that it was their first time there got the blues. I don't give a fuck who you ran with. You got a heart check. And if you were a certain race, this is where you really found out what you were really made of. And it, like I said, a certain race had it worse than others. Actually, I mentioned in the past, but I'm not going to bring it to anyone's attention again. For those of you that know, back when they had the wet 40s and the 9500, people were getting robbed left and right, baby, and getting their hands shook, their money took, their shoes taken, and whatever else they could take from them. You know what I mean? Nothing sexual. That shit is forbidden. So any of you guys that see that shit on National Geographic, that shit wasn't happening. But anyways, people, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on that and give my 2 cents. No, it's not because the individuals were let out. I believe, if anything, there would be more order on them yards, you know. But at the end of the day, I haven't lived that life in, 9 years, I think, something like that. 9 years is some change. I haven't been to the joint, and the last time I was there, it's different. It's different, you know what I mean? So that's just my take on what's going on. The CDC administration, they're playing chess. This is their way of slamming everybody down again. Some people may differ, but if you really want to change, you're going to change. I can't speak for every last individual over there, the people that are making them changes. You may ask, would I do that? I have no idea. I've never been put in that position. At the end of the day, it's happened. Well, I'm not even going to get into that. If you're curious about incidents that I went through, and stuff that my homeboys had went through, it's known to happen. You know what I mean? And yeah, it gets complicated. There's going to be so many different perspectives on this, and like I said, I'm just giving my point of view from where I stand as a civilian, as an ex-convict. Just like I said on the last video with that Wes Watson, obviously I played on the opposite team, so I'm rooting for my people behind them walls, you know what I mean, to give them that opportunity of coming out here in this real world. Out here in the real world is where the challenge will weed out who's going to make it and who's not. I actually just had a team member sign up with me. He's an ex-lifer. He got caught up, and they sent him back, and he went to do a second life term again. But a new law had passed, and he was granted opportunity to come back out, and this is where he jumped on my team. He's part of my team member. I wish I would have asked you permission, my boy. I'd put your name out there. You know who I'm talking about. Much love and respect to you, my boy. You got this. I'm gonna guide you through this 100%, my boy. You got that. You know what I mean? My full support. You got my direct number. You know who you are. You're out there in San Diego. Much love and respect to my San Diegans out there. Did a lot of good time. A lot of time with some really good homies from out there too, man. A lot of good homies everywhere, man. Every neighborhood has their fucking characters and their flaws. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sugarcoat and say that, oh, my neighborhood is the perfect, even though I like to think of my neighborhood as being the perfect neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's just what I am, baby. You know what I mean? Come from where you get your hands shook and your money took, baby. But anyways, man, I ain't trying to go back into that mentality again. OG just likes to ramble on, man. It is what it is, people. So this video did go on a little bit longer than expected. It's been on for, I think, like 22 minutes, baby. But anyways, people, if you want to get started on your fitness journey and becoming that best version of yourself, shoot me that DM, man, and make sure you leave your phone number or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. And before you go, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, or just thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever you prefer to do. But hit that subscribe button and share this channel. Let's get it to 10,000 subscribers. That way we can bring this motherfucking YouTube yada to life, baby. Come on now, get up and get yours. Let's do this.